So my name is Megan Weiss, and I'm an ethics director with Raytheon Technologies, which is an aerospace and defense company. I work out of our office in Los Angeles, California, so I'm pretty close to LMU, and was looking forward to participating in this event. Still happy to be doing it. Would have liked to meet all of you in person, but maybe next year. And I appreciate you all working with us on this, remote session here today. So I am one of the 2 senior judges that's going to be watching your presentation here this morning. So before I walk through the instructions, I want to introduce my fellow senior judge, Luis.
Hi, Megan. Hi, team. My name is Luis Milan. I work for Citigroup. I'm a senior vice president of global fraud execution. I have been with them for almost 21 years. As you know, Citi is a big bank and big financial institution. So I'm very happy, and let's start. You want to read the instructions, Megan?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and read them. Okay, so we'll start with your 10-minute presentation, and then we'll take a little pause and I'll read the instructions for the 90-minute presentation. Or sorry, 90-second. Woo, that would have been a long one. Okay. So for the 10-minute presentation, you have been called back to the company you gave your full presentation to for a second visit. They have asked you to speak only about the ethical aspects of the problem and to explain why your solution successfully handles any ethical issues. You will have 10 minutes. There will be no question and answer after. You may not use slides or video, and you probably don't want to have more than 2 or 3 members of your team talk, since that would kind of be a lot. So I will be watching the time, so whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and get started.
Okay. Good morning. We here are representatives from the Ceres group. My name is Lauren, and this is?
Amoli.
And we are a firm specializing in innovative substantive initiatives. We would like to thank you, the Board of Directors of Amazon, for welcoming us back to further discuss the ethical implications of our proposal. Briefly reiterated, we have proposed a 3% carbon footprint optional donation checkbox on the bottom of the checkout page, and with donations raised from people will go in equal parts to funding UN Sustainability Development Goals and UC Davis electric vehicles. Considering the times and how frequent online shopping is, it seemed like the next step in an evolutionary product. Now, it's important to talk about why this product highlights a deeply ethical issue in society. As this is an issue that humans have caused, we believe that it is incumbent on each and every one of us to do what we possibly can to help halt climate change. This ethics is not based on religion, culture, race, or gender, just on the basis of doing any part we can to help out if and when possible towards the common good. Our product does not demand money of the poor. It only asks for those who can afford to make a charitable donation to do so if they feel comfortable. We have reason to believe from past trends in charities that this organization will be able to raise a large sum of money. In fact, in 2018, Cox Business Consumer Pulse polled hundreds of consumers and found that 71% of people who responded said they would be willing to spend more money if it supported a positive social or environmental cause. We believe that we are not being overbearing towards the consumer and that this is very much in line a passive opportunity to help out that they would find more than sufficient if employed. In the past, other programs that have worked include the National Resource Defense Council, in which when people sent a gift, they were offered an opportunity to buy an additional green gift, a donation resulting in supporting another environmental cause, and they raised a generous amount for charity. We believe that our online green product can be extremely effective and bring high utility as well. Speaking of utility, I believe it's important to delve into the overall utility of our product. This product has a high utility as it makes a large amount of people happy. Happiness, once again, being defined as sustainably good, a positive subjective experience, or high environmental or social capital. People often tie in their happiness to the health and sanctity of the environment around them. With people living in a world with cleaner air, less pollution, and overall a finer place, people are bound to be more overall satisfied. Moving on to a different ethical issue, If there is a concern about a possible case of conflicting interest, there is little to no reason to believe that there is a conflict of interest in this particular issue. We, the Ceres Group, are not taking any cut of the money. The money is being systematically divided between the United Nations, UC Davis Clean Electric Vehicles, and consumer discounts. The benefits are not going into the pockets of large corporations, but rather right to the consumer, offering them discounts on green products that they can continue to use in the positive feedback loop of good work towards the environment. Additionally, we want to ensure that consumers are treated with the utmost of care, knowing exactly where and when their donations will go and exactly what way they are helping out is the right and most moral way to treat the consumer. So knowing that it is important to know where donations are going, I will explain where they will go. It will go directly into the research of cleaner electric vehicles. Recent reports from the UC Davis electric vehicles show that they're in the process of perfecting efficient plug-in electric vehicles for the public. The other place consumer donations will be going is the UN Sustainability Development Goal Fund, in which money in the past has been used in bringing clean water to places like Cuba and the Philippines, and the development of clean energy structures in Mozambique and Bolivia. They will undoubtedly be utilizing consumer funds to reach tangible and achievable goals thanks to the help of countless consumers out there. All in all, I would argue that this product is ethically defensible. There is no tangible harm that comes from offering an opportunity for people to donate. In doing good for the environment, it is doing good for the environment only from donations given by people who are free and willing to donate. There is no pressure to conform to such expectations, and research has shown that the sheer willingness and amount of people who want to donate will help to make an unparalleled difference in the positive impact we can have on the environment. I'll now pass it to Ali to talk further about the ethical implications.
On that note, before I get to the ethical implications, I think it's important to contextualize again for the Amazon Board of Directors exactly what Amazon's central guiding philosophy has been throughout its conception and to where it's headed right now. Amazon has posed itself to be, as it calls itself, a consumer front-facing company first. That is what Amazon has always, that's the stance Amazon has taken historically, and in all of its endeavors, that is the stance Amazon puts forward. We see this as consumer returns policies in which Amazon gives the consumer the benefit of the doubt in almost all cases. We see this in the Amazon Smiles program as well, actually, which is a very similar program in which Amazon has recognized potential issues that arose from its activities, and it has taken a sort of, again, consumer-first approach to offering the consumers passive activism through Amazon Smiles. In line with that, the Carma program we'll be proposing to Amazon really takes the issues that it has brought up most recently with its shipping issues and provides a solution to that. Regarding the most recent Amazon one-day shipping options, Amazon has put itself in a little bit of a difficult situation here, where in its pursuit of being the consumer-facing company, it has offered very low-cost one-day free shipping, not low-cost, free one-day shipping. But the issue that this has brought in on the other side of the coin here has been a market increase in single-use products. They have much more delivery fleets roaming around the country in much more inefficient ways at the cost of consumer satisfaction here. The reality is that consumers do not like this, and Amazon is aware of this. It's just coming out of statistics coming out of McKinsey Group have shown that consumers would much rather invest in green, sustainably sourced products. But Amazon, being the consumer front-facing company, must also figure out a solution to be able to give consumers what it needs, while also hitting the corporate responsibility, the financial fiduciary responsibility of owing its shareholders constant growth. This is where Carma, we believe, perfectly grooves into this ethical dilemma that Amazon has posed for itself. Carma, as Lauren earlier mentioned, is a front-facing endeavor, as Amazon has wanted to do, and except it takes into account consumer rights as well as corporate rights. The way it does this is by allowing consumers an opt-in system to donate up to 3% to whatever their checkout page cost is. What this does is that it removes, how this is more distinct from Amazon Smiles and other programs similarly, is that it takes the consumer activism that we have known exists, and it really puts it front and center for the consumer. The effect of this is never before seen transparency in programs of this nature, where consumers know exactly that they're contributing X amount of dollars to this company, Amazon, and then they know exactly that Amazon is earmarking these funds to be sent to 1, the United Nations Foundation, which will work with the nation's environmental program, and two, back into the public wealth of knowledge through the US universities that we have that are working on research, electric vehicle research development. So in both regards, not only is Amazon then showing the consumer and giving the consumer an opportunity to really take their climate activism and show them exactly how they're contributing to the system, and ethically, Amazon is fulfilling its role as a market leader in taking this responsibility on and allowing the consumers to give this an opportunity. But then Amazon is even going further by investing into the future of not only itself as a company, meeting its fiduciary responsibilities, but also stimulating a whole new sustainable economic ecosystem herein, whereby reducing the cost of delivery fleets, of improving electric vehicle launch options. Amazon is reducing its own operational costs while also encouraging other companies and leading by example, as Amazon has been shown to do, of how a future of this online marketplace can really look like. The solution is, again, unique mostly because it encourages not only other companies to jump into this partnership program with the United States Foundation, but it takes into account corporate responsibility and corporate rights while also taking into accountability personal consumer rights in this regard. There's constant transparency throughout the entire process. And Amazon itself is kind of filling in this vacuum that it has created in its pursuit of profit so far, while not giving up on any profits at the same time. And in this way, we find that the Carma program that Lauren explained earlier with the 3% pledge is really a perfect groove into and a perfect solution to the issues Amazon is facing right now, but also positions itself well in terms of public image and optics wise for the board of directors well into the future as Amazon expands into other programs. It really is not something new for Amazon to be doing. We really want to emphasize that this is something that Amazon has been doing, but has not been doing well enough. And this program really, consumers have begun to become aware of this through media reports or not. And through a program like Carma, Amazon can really position itself to deal with the issue right now and do it well this time, but also, again, as I said before, feed into this virtuous economic ecosystem for the overall community of corporations and consumers at large. Thank you.